Your leaders hid the signals deep, buried truth beneath the screens. Private meetings underground, while our ships observed your towns. You call legends fantasy, while we mount your history. Every war and every throne, every fear already known. We watched, you obeyed. First contact, now exposed. Every system overloads. You were never left alone. This was planned before your bones. First contact, skies collapse. Human laws no longer last. What was given can be stripped. Civilizations scatter.
All right. Welcome to Goof On tonight. I am the doppelganger, sitting in for Rich for a little bit until things change. I know what you're thinking. Cool glasses. Yeah, that's right. Even with the little smudge right there. These are cool, I have to admit. They are wraparounds like in the worst, best way. Look at that. All the way around. Do, 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 do. Pretty cool. I wear those when I do my other job because they work well. They hide all eyeballs. How you guys doing? You ready for this tonight or what? I am Doppelganger G, and I'm glad you could be here tonight. We have a special program. You know what that means? Me neither. We're just here. It's Tuesday, May 26th, 2026, and we're ready. We're ready. You know, Friday, maybe tomorrow, going to have a call-in show or link-in show. I want to hear what you guys have to say since everybody wants to talk. I saw today on another show they were chatting about the tranche, the second release of the UFO files. You know, a lot of people don't know what to think other than we're being duped. Duped. We have a super chat from Dit.55 on X. That is from Dorothy H. Right here on Goof On. That's a $2 super duper chat and says, hey, Rich. Glad you're on the planet. Richie. Thank you for spelling my name correctly. There's no T in this bitch's name. Not you, me. I don't like it when people go, R-I-T-C-H. Where did you ever hear? Just because it rhymes with bitch. Yeah, no. I'm from this kind, right? The money kind. Rich, wealthy, nosy. But I'm glad you're here. Something's wrong with this whole thing. Thank you, Dorothy. You're a continuing supporter of Goofon. Mucho gusto, generoso. A continuing supporter of. Well, thank you, Dit.55, for the $2 super chat. Good. All over the other people. Thank you. I wanted to do it. Felt good. Glad you guys could make it. Thanks. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's a weird show already. So tonight, we are going to talk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are. We're going to have a really good show because I'm going to talk. That's right. That's right. I am looking for the weirdest thing. I can't seem to find it. Is this it? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking for it. No. No. I think I got it. I think I got it. I thought I had it. I think I got it. Thought I had it. Where'd it go? Here it is. I think I got it. I am really confused right now. I know. Thank you. And I'm getting a message on my phone, and I don't need that right now. This whole thing just got railroaded. I'm really sad. All right. I think I got it. All right. So we're going to be talking about why the aliens aren't murdering us, or are they? Are they? I got to get a new mic now. There's another Hundy. You guys want to help support Goofon? All the links are in the show description. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. You guys know what to do. You can even become a member. And on June 1st, we're going to be giving away 10 Goofon memberships. I know, sit down, it's okay. You'll be happy. Or maybe you won't. Because this is the way. And a little birdie showed me something today. You know what it is? Stephen Karn's birthday, everybody! Let's give it up! Come on, everybody, sing along for Stephen Karn. Happy birthday to you. Come on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday, happy
Stephen
birthday,
Karn.
happy birthday to you.
One more time.
Happy birthday to you.
That's you.
Happy birthday to you.
Not me.
Happy birthday, happy
Stephen Karn.
birthday, happy birthday to you.
Woo.
Happy birthday.
Oh, that's it. Happy birthday, brother. Glad you could be here on the birthday. On your birthday. It's nice to be 37, isn't it? Good for you, man. It's a long way to go. Long way to go. You've got another 37, 47, 57, 67. You got 40 years to go, bro. 40 years. Right? 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 What's going on in the chat? What's that? Who? Stephen Karn. Stephen Karn, everybody. So we're going to talk about whether Stephen Karn's abducted by aliens. Yes, he is. He was and will be again on his next birthday because he loves those A probes. Um, but good for you, man. I'm glad you're here. 43 is a good age. If I were you, I'd stop. 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 Please don't get older. Because once you hit 50, I don't even want to say it. You're not going to like it. 50's the benchmark of bad health. No, it's not. Life is what you make it, right? Wouldn't you say? It's all up here. But let me tell you something. If you're not working out and you're not staying limber, at least do yogurt, stretch, do something. You got to stay mobile, right? That's the key to success. I watch my mother, who never stops. She's afraid if she stops, she'll stop forever. When I started working out again 3 years ago, I vowed never to quit again, and I won't. When I was throwing up in the hospital and losing 7 to 10 pounds, I'd go back to the gym. As soon as I got home, right? Let's say I got home on a Sunday, I'd work out Monday. Because this thing that I went through, when it's over and it's not like a flu, it's just nausea. Once the nausea stops and I can eat, I can go work out. I'm not sick anymore. Well, I kept doing that and doing it and doing it and doing it, not because I wanted to, but I had to. I would have died, I think, if I didn't work out. But I'm an animal. I'm weird that way. Been working out since I was 17. So, 41 years. Yeah, 41 years. I mean, I did take a few years off because I don't know. I just did. I took 5 years off of working out, and I just not the same person. It was hard for me to walk up hills. It was hard for me to ride a bike. It was weird. So when I was in California meeting the Cousins brothers and Dark Hour Paranormal and Apollo Asteria and Dr. J and all those people, I was so out of shape, and I thought I was still okay, but it was the worst thing. And, I was only 52 at the time, I think. Mm-mm. Never again will I stop working out. It won't happen unless something major happens. But anyway, I say that because I care, because I know what working out does for the body. And I know when you get older, you lose muscle mass. And guys lose testosterone. What is it? 2% a year after you turn 35, you're losing, so by the time you're 50, you've lost about 18, 20%. It's a major difference. It is. So just keep going, guys. That's what I want you to know. Just don't stop. All right. Oh, okay, Dorothy. I'm reading you. I see you. Let's see who's here. Thank you. Tony, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for hanging out. There he is, the birthday man. How you doing, brother? Happy birthday again. Next year we'll do it again, and you'll be 44. 44. Ho-dee-do on 44. Brian Yates, everybody. Brian Yates. Welcome to the show. How you doing, Chief? Hey, Metalhead. How you doing? Akuna Wakanemi. I know you want to lay down, go to sleep. Stephen Karn. Juge. JJP. How you doing? Welcome to the show. The Angel of Goof on Grimblegrum. Got more birthdays behind you than in front of you. Yeah. I don't like that either. Isn't that weird? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, not happy about that. Me neither. Brian Yates. Oh, you'll be 54 Sunday? Wow. You don't sound that old. I don't know. Good, 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 good. Beza, how you doing, huh? Good to see you. Hi, everyone. The hat's great. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this hat. Reminds me of the lover's knot tiara, but Bigfoot. Yes. Yeah, it is like that, a tiara type of thing. They should make a tiara. Just the cutouts, right? Just get rid of all the fabric and just have the cutouts as a tiara. Or as a tiara. Either way, it's on my taheta. Thank you for noticing. Appreciate that. Dorothy said, I took a ride in a spaceship once. I've taken one ride too. Just one that I know of. But cannot distinguish it from a very lucid dream. Me too. Are you taking my idea and joking? Still, I think I took that ride and went all over the universe with my ET friends. Now, the thing with my ride, I just saw the Earth starting to go away and then I woke up. That was the craft where it was raining and you couldn't see it, but the rain, it was in the middle of the road, it was dry underneath it. And I'm like, that's weird. So I walked up and I'm like, reaching out, see if I could feel anything. And then my hand hit something I couldn't see. And it was like touching something electrical because it was vibrating. But it wasn't electrical, it was just vibrating so intense that when I touched it, it felt like a shock. So I put my hand on it, my left hand. And when I put it on it, yeah, I felt it go up my arm, like the vibrating, right? And it was warm to the touch. And I just kept sliding, just feeling it, right? And it felt great. And it was like a Tempur-Pedic bed. You know the beds that you could jump on it and your water won't spill if you have it on the end of the bed on the other side? I have one of those beds. They're awesome. But I put my hand in it and it kind of sank into it a little bit, about as thick as my finger. That's all it went down, like maybe half an inch. And then I got to the entrance, not knowing, and my hand went in, and I'm like, "Whoa!" So I go like this to see what's there, and I see inside this craft that I could see right through the other side. I see the outside of the walls. It's like translucent, and it had red track lighting all along, in different places that separated each quadrant. But it was big inside, just like Lakatsky said when he said he looked into a ship. And he said it was much bigger, than what it looked like outside. Same with me. And this dream I had when I was 13. Isn't that wild? John Lear, after watching Sleeping Dog, which I really liked, John Lear said everybody's been abducted. Everyone. I've always said that. We've all been abducted. Why did I say that? Not because of him, but I said that long before I knew who John Lear was. It's weird to say that because I had no idea that that was even a thing that somebody else would think of. But dreams, that's what I think is important. Thanks, Dorothy. I think it's important. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. We just got a lot of show to do. Hey, James, cannot not say hi. What's up, my J6 times 2D? How you doing, brother? Jack, what do you say? Jack Rodenbush. How you doing? Good to meet you. Good to see you. FAP, everybody. FAP. Welcome to the show. Nothing fixes rich. Why? I am an enigma. That's the word I was looking for. What a weird show already. A science question. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. Welcome. Christina Kill. Christine Elke. Welcome to the show. I don't think we've ever had the pleasure, so I want to say welcome. If I'm forgetting, I'm sorry. It's hard to remember everything at my age, 48. All right, let's get to work. So yeah. Oh, Goof on. Brian Yates is asking, do you remember when the show aired that you interviewed me about my NDE? Dit Dot would like to know. Oh my God, I can't remember details on that right now, bro. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember it. I mean, I remember something, but I don't remember. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. It's been a thing lately. Yeah. Since I quit smoking weed and quit taking THC, it's been weird. It's like my memory sometimes like it's great and other times it stinks. So, I'm sorry. I really am. I'm so sorry. I'll remember later probably, the whole thing. All right. Well, like I said, if I didn't say your name doesn't mean I don't love you. We do have a lot of show to do. So here we go. UFO 91 _ 1. How you doing? Tony Introvert, what do you say? All right. Foghorn Leghorn, how can I not say hello? Welcome to the show. Space and Jason. How you doing, Space and Jason? That's cool. That worked out. Skybird. And that should cover it. We're good now. Welcome to the show, everybody. All right, so I do have some things we're going to go over, obviously. And I have been talking a lot more lately than I usually do because it is so weird. I was talking to Dark Hour Paranormal today, and we talked in detail about what's going on with the UFO tranche. these videos and everything else you could think of under the sunlight regarding disclosure. It doesn't make sense. I really don't know what to say. Okay, look. The evidence they put out, let's just go over this real quick. The evidence they put out is awful. Okay? There's one video that people are really focusing on, and it's a disc shaped looking object that stops in a cloud as if hiding. So it's going along, and then all of a sudden there's a cloud and it stops. I mean, it moves here a little bit, moves there, but it's like nope. It's like hiding in the clouds, so to speak. We don't know what it's doing because we don't know the intentions. And I love it when people say, it looked like it was scanning the area, like it was looking for something. I think it was looking for. No, you don't know. Why would they do the same things humans would be doing in the same manner? Then I was talking to Michael about the creatures, these four beings, the grays, the tall whites, the insectoids, and the reptilians, right? That's the four that they're now saying that we've interacted with. Well, the weird thing is, and I'm not the one who brought this up. There was a scientist on a documentary, like an Ancient Alien type of thing. And he actually said this. He said, for an alien to have two arms, stereo eyes, two eyes, two nose. No. Two arms, two legs, two ears, eyes, a nose, everything we have. But, as a reptilian or whatever. The odds of another being from another planet to have the same makeup as us, basically, the odds there's no number that you could say that could ever happen. The odds are so great that most likely it isn't happening on another planet. Said that you would have to have the same amount of time for evolution to take place, the same type of planet that started out with just rocks and then lava and then the atmosphere, the raining, the asteroids, all this stuff, have a moon come in, stabilize the planet from its wobble. And then we're created after what? The Pangea, 500 million years ago. The continents were just one, then they broke up, and here we are. And And here we are existing today after the dinosaurs were wiped out 60 plus million years ago. From, you know, for us to exist, all that has to happen exactly the same. The chemical makeup, CO2, oxygen, nitrogen, all that stuff, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, everything has to work out in the same way, the same steps, the same soup. The odds of that happening to create two arms, two legs, two eyes, a nose, two ears, have the head on the top, and the organs right down there instead of on your armpits. Come on now. Do you really believe it happened 4 times other than us? So, what does that mean? I'll tell you what it means, and you're going to love the answer. It means they're not from another planet, they're from here. It's the only way it can happen. It's the only way. Yeah. And there were some altercations. Or is it alterations? I don't know. But, you know, they messed with us in our DNA, created the grays, maybe, the tall whites, maybe. So, who is the dominant species out of all of us? None of us. None of us. There's a creator. We don't know who it is. I don't even think they know who it is. But that's what I think. This is my theory that the only way they could have the two arms, two legs thing is to be from here and altered. Doesn't that make sense? Do you know how long it would take if they went the speed of light to go from an existing planet that could possibly have life to here? You know, nothing could survive it if they had the same lifespan as us. Now, if they had 1,000-year lifespan, sure. If they were cybernetic organisms, sure, maybe they could survive the ride. It's a long ride to not run into a pebble going the speed of light. It's a high risk, high reward trip that most likely isn't happening and never did. I am feeling confident in this hypothesis, this theory, whatever you want to call it, that everything is from here. Now, UFOs, they're from here. It's an ancient civilization 30, 100,000 years ago. Oh, really? It's possible? No, no, no. That's what it is. They're not UFOs from another planet. They're from us. Well, a version of us, you know? It's the only thing that makes sense. Think about it. If you look at the pyramids, if you look at, oh, I can't remember the name of this place that's underground that could house 200,000 people. What's the name of that place? All of these rooms, they had everything you would need, right? The housing, the storage, the filtering of air and water. It's pretty amazing what they did 30,000 years ago underground. 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 And how about these so-called houses at the Grand Canyon that the only way you can get in there is if you rappel down the side of the cliff? Or there's got to be another way to get in or out that we just don't know of, right? The Grand Canyon holds so many mysteries. And what a great place. Listen to this fuck knob next door. You hear him? I'm going to blast the shit out of him after this show with my music. Last night, he was playing music just like this one morning. I said, if he doesn't stop, It's going to be a war. He just lowered it a little bit. Um, my neighbor's white trash. Let's just put it that way. Trailer trash. You know the kind of guy that never grew up, right? This guy walks around with no shirt on and no shoes, just torn NBA shorts, you know, 5'5", 270 pounds. His stomach is ginormous. It is so big. I don't know how, these people who are out of shape and all they do is, sit around, smoke cigarettes all day and eat junk food, and they're not dying, but I get allergic to weed and I almost die from it. Anyway, that's just the cards we're dealt with. But yeah, he's 15 feet away at 1 in the morning. It goes right through these thin walls that we have here. And not only that, I live in a retirement community. I recorded it. It's pretty insane how loud it was last night. Anyway, so he probably hears me talking, doing my show, so he turned it up to let me know I can hear you over my music. I do the show every night at 7 o'clock. Get used to it. Why don't you just shut up and listen? Very inconsiderate. He's a child. Low IQ. Talks to his mommy. Mom, I was in jail all weekend. What am I supposed to do? Stay out of jail. Stop getting in fights with people. It's a child. He walks into the gym that I work, that's here at the community, after he was in the pool, right? And I take the gym very seriously. I'm an addict when it comes to the gym. Comes in there, no shoes, no shirt, still a little wet. His shorts are still wet, and starts working out with no shirt on. And I have to look at this shit. I was disgusted. I can't deal with it. I'm gonna have to say something next time. Anyway, sorry about the interruption there. I let that get to me a little. But here we are on a planet where we're being told now that there's these 4 species that are amongst us with no evidence to back it up. Don't you find that odd? Yeah, me too. I find this whole thing weird. None of it makes sense. The only thing that I'm trying to figure out why the government's doing it now this way. They're not giving us evidence that we could say, "Oh my God, did you see that disc? You could eat off of it. It looks so clean and the high definition quality." No, none of that. We're still looking at grainy, black and white, infrared, stupid footage. Stupid. And it's just getting worse. It's getting worse. And I don't understand it. Look, I know that 99% of the world doesn't give a shit. Nobody cares. What's 1% of 8 billion people? 800,000? Something like that, right? Well, really? No, I'm curious. I need to know. 1% of 8 billion. $80 million. So it's 80 million. I was way off. 80 million people on the planet. That sounds about right. Care about what's going on. I would say that's about right. I would say it's less than that. I would say it's about 10 million, maybe. However, these movies do fantastic. Anytime you have a movie, and Disclosure Day is going to be huge. Really huge. I want to talk about that later if I don't forget. But look, you got 1% of the planet that really follows ufology, maybe. I don't think it's 80 million. It's got to be at least 10 million, maybe, that follow it like we do. I think it's 0.001% of people like us. Mick West is debunking all of these so-called UFO videos that were being sent. And let me show you this one. Oh, this is it. Oh, this is the video where the object stops in the clouds. But Mick was talking about it. It's only 20 seconds. I thought it was 2 minutes. You hear him? This is the one. Now he's playing with his little drumsticks. He hits a box in between his legs. So this is the video. There's nothing going on. How can this be deemed a UFO? Seriously. I'm not joking. I mean it. I do. I think this is a very big balloon. No more, no less. I don't care if it stopped in the clouds. I don't care. I've seen balloons stop and go backwards wherever the wind takes it, right? And there's different levels of wind and swirling winds depending on where you live. If you live in a hot region, you're going to get a lot of the upwind, updrafts from the hot ground and the cold time. I mean, it's easy to figure out. All right. Does no one get that they are signaling when they put the UFO files under war.gov? There are UFOs being shot down daily. This is Rose Cuckold here. And they never tell you about it. There is already a war with aliens. Oh my God. The good aliens fight the bad aliens, and so do we. In our skies, it's sky. In our sky, on the ground, underground, undersea, and off-world, the evidence is out there. Wake up. Explosive video of U.S. fighter jet shooting down UFO over Michigan revealed in new declassified files. You mean the balloon? It's a balloon, my peeps. Oh my God. This is the one that looks like a balloon, and when they shoot it, it looks like a balloon that got blowed up. Blowed. I did that for you. Because of skies. Check it out, Rosie.
Speculation, I'm hearing it from people inside the administration, that the Trump administration is indeed soliciting advice about how to tell the public that we're not alone. There are consultations.
Guys, why in the effing world would the government all of a sudden care what we think? Why? We just want to make sure we do it right. How are we going to tell people without them freaking out? Just do it. They've already said they're going to do it. We have already heard it. How stupid is this? Plus, little Rose Cuckold here always gets a little emotional. No, not like me. Mine's not for clicks.
Taking place with spiritual leaders. I'm now able to confirm that. There was some speculation a couple of weeks ago about a group of pastors, but it turned out that wasn't directly related to the White House. But there are religious leaders that have been consulted by the White House. I'm aware of people in the administration who've reached out. I've actually spoken to people myself who've asked what I think would be the quote ontological shock for the public. And I've told them that, frankly, I think the bigger shock for the public would be the sense of a betrayal of trust if the government doesn't follow through and tell the whole story.
Is he right? Look, the government has cried wolf so many times, we don't care what they say. We'll make up our minds. They could show us a video of an alien, a real video, and say, these are the aliens that we're going to introduce to the world. People are not going to believe it at first, and then some people will believe it. But nobody, and I feel this way, I really do. Nobody at this point is going to lose their mind and like they did in 1930 something, jumping off buildings. You know, War of the Worlds radio show. You hear him? All they have to do is just put it out there. We'll decide. Nobody's going to go crazy. Nobody's going to lose their mind. Oh, God. Oh, no. I am not listening to Ashton Forbes. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's terrible. All right, Jon Stewart. We like Jon. He was here on the show. And this one here comes from the UAP Reporting Center. And it says, a live alien being taken to this offshore facility in Bermuda? One of the most shocking interviews we've done with Jon Stewart. I got to have him back on. I need to pick his brain. So I'm going to ask him to come back on.
There's one facility where you took living, intact, biological beings. Now, this manual was allegedly from 1954. The facility was OPNAC BBS-01. Now, everything was searchable. Blue Room, Right Pat, S4, except this facility. And everyone said, geez, why, if you were hoaxing this, would you put such an obscure facility that no one could ever figure out what it would be and really prove it or, kind of disprove it, right? Okay.
No.
So for 50, 60 years, nobody knew what OPNAC BBS stood for. The facility to take live extraterrestrial beings. I get an email. Here we go. Mr. Stewart, my name is Andriano Andromani. I always hatchet his name. I'm from Italy. I think I know what BBS is. Okay. He goes, did you ever hear of the Bermuda Biological Station? No. You need to look it up. Bermuda? He goes, it's an offshore facility. I went, offshore? Alien? You might think it's a contaminant. Offshore of the continental. Now the wheels are turning. I go on the internet with this. I get just before Thanksgiving 2023. Hi, Mr. Stewart. I'm so-and-so. I can't release his name. I'm a university student in Florida. I think you're onto something, but I can finish the mystery. I know what OPNAC is. I'm a oceanography student in Florida.
So what? So what? Who cares? Where's the proof? Hey, guess what? I used to work there too. I just never told anybody because I was waiting for somebody else to come forward. No, I'm serious. That's why I played that clip. Because I used to work there. There's no aliens. And I'm lying. You see how easy it is? I could have kept going. I could have even cried for you. It's not hard to include yourself into this UFO narrative because people like John are very, very nice. Yes, but believe it. You need evidence, John. Just because some guy said shit doesn't mean it's true shit. Evidence from now on. Anybody does this, I need something in this that can take a picture. And no more words. What are words for when no one listens anymore? So, KNX News, 97.1 FM in LA, talks about the UFO file drop here. Everyone should be asking for accountability. Yes, thank you. For all the agencies handling UFO files, instead of leaving people around the world unable to properly comprehend what they're seeing and being left to interpret it on their own. Thank God. That's right. They just give us this grainy black and white infrared bullshit and say, here you go. Figure it out. Good Lord. This is not the beginning of disclosure. If I was to hedge a bet, I would say this is the biggest disinfo campaign we've seen in ages. This is disinfo. It's just wrong. It doesn't feel right. And if it doesn't feel right, something's wrong. Would you agree? None of this makes sense. None of it. To tell us, oh, we're going to be breaking down all these videos showing you things that have been secret, non-top secret, bullshit. And then we get it. Everybody's disappointed. Everybody. Not just me, not just you. Everybody. You know why? Because everybody's tired of the bullshit. We want the real shit. We want to see it in high definition color. Not this shit. Oh, stop with the fucking theatrical music. Now I gotta mute it. I'm so sick of it. You can hear this motherfucker next door. Oh, it gets me going, man. See, when I turn on my stereo, oh my God, it drowns his out. He'll stop playing. As soon as I turn mine off, he'll turn his back on. So they are loving this instant acceleration video. And then there's another one too, right? Right. You know what? We've seen many drones that do this. You know what can do that just like that? Who said that yesterday? A racing drone. Do you know how little they are? And they go 100 miles an hour. From 0 to 100 in 1.2 seconds. Something like that. And it would look like that. Yeah. Rich, you're forgetting it's a heat signature. Is it? Doesn't look like it. This one might. Can you hear the schmuckoid next door? No fucking talent. That's all he does. It's one ding, ding, ding. He doesn't play. I hope you could hear this. I'm going to record it. All right, you got to hear this. Hopefully it plays. Here we go. That's what he does. This is what I hear. What kind of talent is that? Ding, 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 ding. He's like one of those fucking monkeys, you know, that have the. It's loud tonight. This sucks. What alcohol does makes your inhibitions just go bye-bye. He's on something, that's for damn sure. Here's last night. Hear this. But it's only. Hold on. This is last night. So I go outside. What would you do at 1 in the morning? And I want to tell you something. Right. What one night I was very sick, throwing up last year. It was 10:30 at night, and he's doing this. So I go outside, hunched over, and Mike, can you please stop playing the da 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 da? Oh, okay. And then he goes, hey, I like the music you play. I'm, what? He's not listening. I said, this is a lost cause. So the reason I don't complain, because if I complain, then he'll complain about my music. And there's nothing more in this world that I love than playing my music loud, right? Now, I have no neighbor to the left of me, to the left of me, only him. The neighbor across the street, I don't know what they're doing, why they don't complain about this, because last night it was echoing through the neighborhood. It was so loud. But my bedroom is 13 feet from where he plays. That's it. And I live in a place with, 50-year-old homes that have thin windows. You can feel the heat coming through them in the summer, And then you got to deal with every fucking noise. I'm sorry I brought that up during the show, but it's just frustrating. Anyway, I don't know where I was. We were looking at stuff on the internet. The music. I mean, see? Oh my god. Have you ever I want to show you something. Cuz we allegedly went to the moon, right? Well, there's a channel called The Angry Astronaut. 272,000 subscribers. He has a video here, and it says the title is UFOs in Space You've Never Seen Before, The Apollo Files. I want to show you these. I've only looked at the first minute because I wanted to see what I was in store for. But I want to show you and watch this with you and see what we have here at the same time.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Angry Astronauts. You know that I love digging into the raw, unfiltered space history that mainstream outlets gloss over. So today we're going long form over the Apollo UAP images that the Pentagon dropped recently. But then again, no, it's not Pentagon images because they released low-res versions with big yellow boxes, and we are using the high-resolution NASA originals from the Hasselblad film, crisp color and straight from the lunar
Hasselblad
surface. And by the way, all of this was sent to me from a viewer. If you want to see his video, I have it linked in the description and also at the end of this video. So these frames come from a variety of different Apollo missions, and we're going to walk through every highlighted anomaly. We're going to zoom in, discuss the science, and believe it or not, give Avi Loeb's cosmic ray explanation a thorough, fair hearing and explore why some of these, especially the orb-like spots and repeating triangular clusters, might not fit so neatly. And we'll also compare them later in the video to modern orb UAP footage that you folks sent. Not very easy to locate. Fortunately, with the audio transmission over cryogenics, that sort of thing that was escaping. Those of you who don't know, they are something right now. Apollo 12, the second lunar landing mission, where Commander Pete Conrad lunar mod attention to light and detail on the surface. Now, the Hasselblad 500 EL data camera that they were using with 70 millimeter color film was high-end at the time, specially modified for space, and it had radiation shielding, thermal protection, and magazines loaded with Kodak, Ektachrome, or similar emulsions sensitive to light. So the black sky above the horizon should be featureless, and sometimes the lunar module in the background. It's pure vacuum. We'll talk about this right now. So as far as the more spectacular of these, dealing with cosmic rays slamming into the film emulsion, especially when you consider that identical dots show up on the same film rolls even outside the lens area, as I said before, meaning particles hit the film directly, not through the optics. Energetic protons or heavier ions create ionization tracks that register as bright spots or streaks on the chemical emulsion. Astronauts reported seeing visual flashes in their eyes too, Cherenkov radiation, or at least that's the interpretation, from particles passing through the virtuous humor. For scattered single or double dots, this is a very strong. Threes, this is one of the standouts in my 3 independent hits forming a clean triangle on one frame or low, and we see similar patterning elsewhere.
My rates are now just about 0 in all 3 axes. I still have light in the periscope, of course. I'm looking straight up, and yet at this point, this would mean that my altitude is, I get in the couch here, I really can't pick it too well. Yeah, I'm just about inverted at this point. And that my nose is above the horizon.
And incidentally, at the beginning of the film that was sent to me, before we even get to the Pentagon highlighted bright blue-white points or triangular clusters hanging in the black, obviously, Apollo 6 in April of 1968 was an unmanned. It carried cameras and returned imagery used for mapping and system checks. Apollo 7 was the first crewed Apollo flight with Wally Schirra, Don Eisel, and Walt Cunningham in Earth orbit. No lunar images here, but the mission proved that the command and service module systems were operative. Then the Apollo 8 mission, December 1968, was the big one. Frank Borman, Jim Lovell, and Bill Anders became the first humans to leave Earth orbit and circle the moon. They took hundreds of Hasselblad photographs during 10 lunar orbits, capturing the now iconic Earthrise and detailed surface imagery under varying sun angles. And then the Apollo 10 mission in May of resolution low-angle sunlight that cast dramatically long shadows across the regolith. What this video highlights in these early frames are specific dark patches or elongated shadows on the surface that stand out against the gray lunar terrain. These aren't optics. Some appear as unusually sharp or geometrically placed dark spots or streaks that don't perfectly match expected crater getting, film grain, or development issues are always possible, but let's stay open-minded here. These missions were mapping the moon in preparation for landing. The crews and ground teams were scrutinizing every frame for hazards. If something looked truly out of place, perhaps a transient object above the surface casting a shadow or an unexplained dark feature, it would have been noted. So these represent an earlier category of lunar anomaly, surface level rather than airborne. And unlike the later bright spots, which again Loeb attributes to cosmic rays hitting the emulsion, these shadows are baked into the scene itself. Cosmic rays wouldn't create dark surface features. They cast bright ionization tracks on the film. So for these, we have to consider physical objects or phenomena interacting with the lunar terrain.
Oh my God. I don't know about you guys, but I can't get any happiness out of any of these. There's nothing here that screams UFO or anything. It could be dust. It could be something just coming off the surface. I'm not kidding. This is really tough to watch. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand it. I'll have to get back to that in another day. That to me just doesn't work. I don't like that. That bothers me. All right. Let's take a look at an alien. There's an alien photograph that I think is Stan Romanex. Do you remember the pedo? He's a pedo. Yeah. He went to jail for it. He's out. But Stan Romanek says he captured aliens. Is this it? You know what I mean? Does this look real? 1, 2, 3, 4. No? You want to know what's weird? You see how the eyes, it's blurry because there was maybe the camera when he took the picture, it went blurry. How come it's not blurry here? You know, up here it is, but not here. Yeah, I call bullshit. I call bullshit. Now the little boy's still playing with his little drums. He gonna play with his drums. Doesn't have a drum. Playing with his box. He actually has a box. He's trans. Mr. Trans Box drummer. What is this? What is this? What is it? They're gonna zoom in? Oh, I see. It's turned a little. Can't tell. Can't tell what it is. I don't know. This looks like a space capsule. See, now, you see this? This is the kind of evidence I thought we were going to get, right? It's out in the sun. It's clear. It's not high def, I don't think, but I mean, you can see this looks like the wedding cake from Billy Meyer. It's like a wedding cake with a schnipple on the end. Pretty weird. Yeah, I don't know. It's a balloon, of course. Somebody just hurt me. Hurt me! Oh, we got one more? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Dun, 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 dun. I want to play something funny. Can we just laugh for one moment, please? I just want to laugh. Listen to Shane Gillis. Very good comedian. Some of you may not like this because he talks about Trump, but it's funny. He does, just listen.
For real, though, it was my favorite speech I've ever seen a president give. It was the night the United States killed the leader of ISIS. Trump comes out of the Situation Room at like midnight in the White House, and he walks down that fucking tunnel and gives a press conference like he's giving a post-game NBA. He walks up in front of the entire world at midnight and just goes, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a dog. And I didn't change one word of that. That's what he opened with. And then he did 40 minutes. The speech is 40 minutes for no reason. It wasn't a prepared speech. He freestyled 40 straight. Not even a speech, just mean shit talk for 40. Abu. We could hear him crying. I said, Abu, don't cry. Let me tell you something. He cried quite a bit. I wouldn't have cried. Cry baby Baghdadi, that's what we were all calling it. No, I love thinking about Trump in the Situation Room, watching a live military operation. He's the only dude in the room that wasn't military. He must have been the only dude watching it that was like, oh! Like, you could tell he's never seen it before by the fucking speech. The speech sounded like a guy just trying to tell you some shit he saw. A lot of guys would knock on the front door, not these guys, not our guys. Not our guys. Our guys went through the wall. They blew up his wall. And they used dogs. Beautiful dogs. Beautiful dogs is the funniest detail. It's true. They actually did use, it was the Army Rangers and they used dogs because they were afraid al-Baghdadi was going to be wearing a suicide vest, so they killed him with dogs and a robot and then made fun of him for crying. It's like, dude, let that guy cry. That's the scariest death I've ever heard of. That dude was laying in his bed in the middle of the night, his wall exploded, fucking 10 dogs and a robot broke into his... Dude, 10 dogs wearing helmets and goggles broke into his house. The Paw Patrol, the actual Paw Patrol.
Abu, he died like a dog. I'm getting it. I'm gonna get it. I said, Abu, don't cry. Please don't cry. He died like a dog. No, I'm just kidding. Dark Hour, what are you doing? How come there's not another zero on the end of that? No, I'm kidding. What are you doing here? Good to see you, man. I was telling everybody we talked earlier today. Yes. Oh, you know who talks like that? Jeff Goldblum. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. We were talking on the phone. Yeah, see. Oh, yeah. I can't do Jeff Goldblum, but thank you for the $10 super chat. No words. You know what that is? It's a super dono. It's a donation with no emoji and no comment. It's pure love. Right back at you, slick nuts. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto generoso. It's from Dark Hour Paranormal, so appreciate that, man. Should have been 100, but whatever. What are we doing? All right. It's almost time. I know. I want to pull this up and then... this is a leaked recording. I got to show you this. This is from one of the secret bases of human costumes made of a silicone-like material. What's that? What happened? What'd I hear? Dude, no. Don't be doing this. Stop. Oh, dude. You already know I have the trophy already. I've got the trophy. You're going to cry like a dog. I can't do it anymore. Thank you very much, Dark Hour, throwing it down for the old goof on. You know what? You deserve something. Hold on. You deserve a break today. At McDonald's, we do it all for you. This is for you, brother. Well, thank you, DHP. Dark Hour Paranormal with a $20 total of that good. Super Chatterooskies. God bless Numerica. See? Isn't that nice? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have. Now I got to give it back. Now I got to give it back. Thank you, Dark Hour. 18 holes. I'm going to take you down 18, 36, 76, whatever. This is me and Michael play Walkabout. It's a mini golf game on the Oculus, you know, the 3D thing, you know, virtual reality. He plays all the time. I play once in a while. I kick his ass almost every time. It's so funny. It's so funny. Well, why are you so quiet, Michael? Shut up, Rich. Hey, what's the matter? Hold on. I go like this. I go, how about I just get a hole in one? Boop, hole in one. What happened? Where'd you go? Are you still here? Oh, he's crying. You don't have to cry. You'd like Abu. We really have fun. It is amazing the amount of fun we have playing this game. I love it. Look, if there wasn't sleep that we had to get, I'd play that thing and, you know, we both would. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, Michael. All right, let me show you this video here. Now, this is a secret hidden camera trick. No, it's not a trick, but these are real masks. From the CIA, B, C, D, E, F, G. Ready? Hey, how come this won't open? Oh, there it is. Go. Isn't that weird? That's Biden. Oh, there's Burt Reynolds. Oh, loud. Look at, there's Trump. Look at these guys. Oh, that looks like Michael when he loses. Go back to Michael. Yeah. Get back there. Where is he? There he is. Ah! I lost again. Ah! There he is. I lost again, you bastard. Right, I got the microphone. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right, I got some real pictures here. This is real aliens, by the way, what I'm about to show you. Now, like I said earlier, Michael and I were talking about this, and, you know, I don't buy it at all that aliens are from another planet. I think they're from here. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the show, 2 arms, 2 legs, stereotropic eyes, ears, a nose with 2 holes, and a pie hole, right? And genitalia all the way in the center, just like the aliens have. Give me an effing break, man. So you know what it means? They're from Earth. It's the only thing that makes sense. Do you hear this piece of shit next door? Little twat burger. I gotta play my ding, 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 ding. I want him to hear. Look at this. Like, this is the dumbest. The Moomy Doomies. I mean, how stupid are we? Look at this. Look at this. Come on now. Does this look real to anybody? No. This looks good. The one they found in the snow. Remember? In the snow. But I'm not buying any of it. The Moomy Doomies are the dumbest thing I've ever seen. In ufology, and I should do a show on the stupidest evidence. That's what we'll do tomorrow. Forget the call-in show. Maybe we'll do both. We got to do... I like doing call-in shows on a Friday, so we're going to do it Friday. Yeah, just get ready for Friday. I'll put the show up. We'll definitely talk. Here, one of the best UFO photos ever, this says. No. I'm not showing it. I'm not showing it because it isn't. It's stupid. I'm not playing it. All right. There's a woman here who apparently... Hold on. Do you want to see? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. The reason I'm not, because it's a waste of time, folks. Here we go. Bigfoot. Bigfoot is a crowd pleaser. Watch this. This may be the best of the best that I've ever seen when it comes to Bigfoot. Mr. Foot. No, it's Chewbacca. What do you think Chewbacca is? It's a fig butt. Watch this. Yeah, run away like something's there. Holy testicles. Got red hair. Got the red hair though, right? Look at that. Auburn hair. It's so beautiful. I wonder if he uses Purell. Probably Head and Shoulders. Being out in the elements like that. I want to make sure your skin's not so dry underneath there. That looks pretty good for blurry King Kong footage. Oh, there we go. Yay! Frolicking in the woods. Watch it again, this time in slow motion. I like the beginning. I like this part. Where it goes running. Watch. Yeah, good acting. Whee! Yay! All right. Yeah. He's still pounding away with this one stick trick. What a gonad. Can I show you guys something that's... Can you tell me if this is real or fake? It's not... You've never seen anything like it. This is a guy who bungee jumps to his death. And he reminds me of Michael. He looks like him. Yeah, he looks like Dark Hour. See? It looks like you, bro. Watch this. Watch. Oops. Is that real, guys? Michael! That looks real, doesn't it? Look at Michael. That was when he was in the best shape of his life. Remember when you were in good shape like that? Chicken coop. Dude, not only did he miss, his rope came off. Watch. And nobody cares. Oh, there's where he hits. See, no blood though. I want to see heads go flying. Yeah, I can't see. I don't like the way it's blocked right there. You can't see anything. Pretty interesting. It looks real to me. Like it really did happen. Abu Ghrabi. I said Abu. I just like saying Abu. Abu. Oh, I want to show you something really cool. Did you know our calendar should have 13 months? Have you ever seen this? This makes 100% sense to me. You've got to see this. I've never seen it put this way before, but it fits. Why aren't we doing 13 months? I don't know.
So if the Earth rotates around the sun once a year, and in that one rotation, there are 365 little rotations, representing 1 day per little rotation, 365 days in a year. And 365 days divided by 28, you get a perfect 13-month year. Every month starting on a Monday, ending on a Sunday. And hold the phone,
So
because
good
you're
for the
telling me
OCD.
that September, sept meaning 7, is the 9th month. October, oct meaning 8, is the 10th month. November, nov meaning 9, is the 11th month. And December, this decagon, is 10. So that means January becomes the 11th, February the 12th, and March is the 13th, the last month of the year.
Oh, hell.
And the beginning of the year would be the spring equinox, when everything begins to grow, renew, and life starts to flourish. Wouldn't it make more sense that that's when I realized something was off? And if time itself can be shifted, what else has been shifted without us noticing?
Right.
You don't lose your life all at once. You lose it slowly, through routines you never chose and beliefs you never questioned.
Isn't that wild? I mean, these people have come up with such logical explanations as to the way things could be. If every month started, and there was 28 days in every month, starts on Sunday, ends on a Saturday. It's the way it should be. And I think we need to do away with hold on. With daylight savings time. I was going to play a video, I chose not to. I want to show you something. You know, in this ufological world, the Christians couldn't come up with a name for what they saw, the aliens. So they called them demons, right? When they saw their UFOs, they saw their ships, right? For some reason, Hollywood, the elites in Hollywood, all go down the path of the devil. Have you noticed that? They sell their soul to the devil. I know it's weird to even say, because then that would mean, well, there's a God. Sure there is. There is a God. I think God is like a man. I think we are in a simulation. And we were created in his image, right? It makes sense. However, when people go off the deep end, the devil is blamed for their bad acts, right? Activities. I can't think. But Mariah Carey definitely sold her soul to the devil. Mariah Carey's sister exposes her She talks about the things they would do in order for Mariah to get famous: satanic rituals and murder, even involving children and babies. Isn't that weird? Hear the music? In New York! Such a twat.
Mariah Carey's sister, talks about the sacrifices they would do for Mariah to get famous. Children between 1 to 3 years old were sacrificed, and this traumatized her horrifically.
We'd have these big circles of these Satanists around an altar where the people, sometimes in hooded, what do you call them? They were wearing these long cloaks that were brown with hoods, and they'd be in a circle or two circles, one inside of the other, by the altar, where there'd be live children and sometimes babies. So
why would they bring this up? Does it make sense to anybody? Why would they do this to Mariah?
And that would happen at night. I saw people get stabbed and start bleeding, and it would be dripping to the floor. It was children.
I don't know. Something about her seems off.
The youngest I ever saw
3.
stabbed, I'd say it was about younger than 2 years old.
Oh my God.
And then there were several that were 2 and 3 years old. I can't imagine how anybody got away with that. The kid disappears. Don't detectives come?
Nope. Don't detectives come? Of course, we all do. Oh. My bad. So, if we're living in a matrix, does it matter? Does all of this matter? Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I want to know, before we leave today, I want to know what in the world is going on. Why now? Why now? I can't think of any reason that they would do what they're doing. Not the babies. I'm talking about ufology. It doesn't make sense to me. None of this makes sense. Everything's off. Nothing makes sense. Do you hear me? I mean, they're claiming we have alien bodies, right? Alien bodies. No pictures. No evidence. Here, high-ranking officials talking about bodies.
Who you would not suspect would be prone to imagination running away with them. That they, high ranking, high respect, high integrity. Not only that, in the last 3 years, we've had insiders and whistleblowers who testify under oath that they've got alien body parts from crashed saucers and crashed saucer parts and reverse engineering. So at that level, you can't just say they're all crazy. You can say crazy people are crazy and you're done. But when people at that level say, then no. So I'm in a position now where when they announce they're going to release the files, I'm saying, I don't think the files are going to say anything we don't already think are there. So you know what I really need? Is it too much to ask? Bring out the alien.
Come on, guys. What have I been saying? It's time. And I'm going to tell you right now why they can't do it. Because they don't have it. David Grush didn't see any alien bodies. David Fravor didn't see any bodies. Jake Barber didn't see any bodies. Lakatsky didn't see any bodies. Who saw the alien bodies? The only alien bodies that has ever been talked about publicly are the Roswell. And we know the alien autopsy is faked. That was apparently a remake of what actually took place at the Roswell, right? Isn't that what they were saying? I also have a problem when they talk about over 125 crashed UFOs when we only have 10 to 25 in our custody. So you mean to tell me we had over 125, or that's how many crashed? See, doesn't make sense, does it? The aliens, they want us to believe that these things come off planet. Then they want us to believe they're demons. Then they tell us, forget the off planet. They live in the oceans. Oh. And the moon. Huh? And Antarctica. Who, what? Huh? Yeah. And they walk amongst us. Get out of town. No, they could be your sister. Shut the front door. Not only that, 10-foot aliens at the Miami Mall on New Year's Eve last year. Say word. Yeah. Not only that, a 10-foot alien in Vegas in a guy's backyard. Shut up. No, you shut up. He's not real on an airplane. A guy was shape-shifting next to the person he was sitting to. Remember? But what's missing in all of this? Evidence! Show me the alien, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. Is that too much to ask?
No.
You're already telling us you have it. Our imagination is run to no end of fulfillment with alien movies and stories. And so just bring out the alien. Because you bring out more and more people of different rank and in age of disclosure, it was not just insiders and whistleblowers. It was members of Congress, current and former members of Congress. And so bringing more of them out saying fundamentally the same thing does not really count as evidence scientifically. You know, the battle cry, I need a witness, we've seen screamed in courtrooms, at least courtroom dramas, said no scientist ever. No scientist. I said, to say they need a witness, no. It's, if a lot of people are giving similar accounts, that's good enough reason to look more closely, get better data than information that has to be processed through your own brain.
Yeah.
The human physiology is awful at data taking. I'm surprised eyewitness testimony is ever allowed in the court of law.
It's awful.
Based on what I know as a scientist and based on what psychologists know. We've done this experiment since since kindergarten. When you play telephone, one person starts with a story and they whisper it, and it comes 8 people later, the story's completely different. And that you don't have to be a child for it to be completely different.
Right.
All right. So something happens when the mind body processes objective information. That's why science was invented.
Almost 90% of everything you think you know about UFOs has been staged as a psychological warfare operation.
Excuse me? What? What did he just say?
Everything you think you know about UFOs has been staged as a psychological warfare operation.
So it's all bullshit, according to Greer. Well, 90% of it.
And the truth of it's gotten covered up by the huge amount of false disinformation. And I think we have to make that very clear now that this is all about to come out officially as ordered by the president. And we have to be very careful because, like I said, if this comes out the wrong way, we're done. Our civilization is done. Almost 90% of everything.
If this comes out the wrong way, we're done?
because, like I said, if this comes out the wrong way, we're done.
Our civilization is done. That is the stupidest comment he's ever said. Ever. I can't even imagine why he would say something that stupid. Is there a right way to disclose aliens on Earth? Yeah, there is a right way. Is there a wrong way? Yeah. Yeah, there is. But my way is the best way. I say you run a 24-hour, 7 days, 24/7 TV show broadcasting the information we have from the aliens, not ours, from the aliens, from their brains to our ears. What they want us to know about them. Not an interpretation from a government official. Have it played out on TV in, like a picture in picture. And every hour you get a scientist coming in with the ufologist or whatever and talk about what the aliens have told us about themselves. The aliens may give us pictures or however they can show us what they look like. It could be a 3D image. It could be like we saw in Star Wars, a holographic projection. We don't know. But we take what they say and disseminate it to the public on a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week TV channel. You let it play 1 hour, you let the world watch it, and then the next hour, you have experts or whatever come in, analyze, talk. And then the next hour, you play it, whatever information we have, you play it through, let the public figure it out. Then you have more experts come in, somebody else. Play it another hour, then more experts, and so on and so forth. And you have people from all over the world, China, Japan, Russia, all over, doing it in their language every day until the aliens arrive or show up, whatever it is, wherever they're coming from, whatever it is they have to do to prepare. Because you want to know, I heard a very long time ago, before the internet, and this is before I was in ufology. People want to know what aliens look like, but let me tell you something, John. You don't want to know what they look like because it'll scare the shit out of you. And that's what the government's scared of, what they look like. You can't imagine what they look like. That's how freaky they are. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what was said. Matter of fact, it was on a show like an Oprah or Montel Williams or Sally Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake. It was one of those. I think it was Donahue, to be honest. It was that long ago. Anytime something UFO was on TV, I watched it. Anytime I went to the mall, I went to the bookstore to look at the new UFO book and see if there were any new pictures. And you know who was in there every freaking month? Billy Meyer. I had to look at Billy Meyer photographs and say, I can't believe this is aliens. I thought it was real, 12, 13, 14 years old, not having any experience. But I had dreams of disc-shaped objects. Unlike what we saw on TV with Space 1999, Star Trek, Star Wars. In my dream, it looked nothing like those ships. It looked like the classic disc-shaped object that Bob Lazar kind of showed us. And then when Bob Lazar came out, I said, no, I don't buy it. Something about Bob Lazar strikes me in a way I cannot and will not ever believe his story. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But something is off about Bob Lazar, in my opinion. All those people I don't believe. You know? Anyway, that's it. I got to get going. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Dark Hour and all super chats, Dorothy and Brian and everybody else who sent out that monetized value of a super chat. Thank you very much for the super chats and your comments and hanging out. Thank you, newcomers, veterans. Thanks for keeping the chat room fun and safe. Moderators always do a great job here. I appreciate you and love you very much. Appreciate it. And we'll be back tomorrow. Abu, you cried like a dog. Oh, sometimes I get it right. But we'll talk tomorrow. Friday, we'll do a show. You can call in. So we'll do that on Friday. All right. Remember, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Capiche? All right. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you live. We'll see you. Be safe. Alien bless.
And the blood you claim built the structure of your veins. Touch a species how to rise. Now we watch it fossilize. Governments denied the breach till our shadows cross the streets. Regulate